All right. So my first question that I usually ask everybody is, how would you define motivation, or what does motivation mean to you?
Um, I think it kind of goes hand in hand with like discipline, like being able to do something that you don't want to do because you know it'll like pay off for you in the long run. Like sacrificing like short term maybe satisfaction because like, oh, I don't want to clean my room right now. But when it's done and it's over and you got through it, it's better. So sacrificing the short term for the long term, I guess, would be like the sum of my thoughts on motivation.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, so take us in the day in the life of a social media manager. What's it like running for Respawn?
Um, Honestly, like in all sincerity, I actually don't like social media, like on a personal level. Um, just because there's like so much like BS out there. But a day in the life for me would be obviously we have other stuff on the Discord side and other things on the back end, but have a couple posts normally lined up. I don't like scheduling posts because I've had like errors with it before where it'll like input a wrong time or it could be user error. I don't know. But I always have this like feeling that like I'm waiting for something to post and I feel like it's not going to post. So I get like sketched out about scheduling. But normally I'll have a couple things like lined up that should or like are supposed to be getting talked about on the day, and then just fill it in with normally a lot more interaction than there has been in the past like week or so. But yeah, just being a place for people to come like talk, say hi, like how you doing, things like that, like outside of just being a company that also sells chairs, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Just being that voice of like we're here for you, like we support you, things like that.
Cool, cool, cool. So what was it that got you into wanting to be a social media manager? Like, what were the steps to get there?
That isn't something that I like really went to school for or anything. I went to school for sport and exercise science, coaching and things like that. So I was at an esports program. I launched one in here in Miami, and I was there. I was working there, and I just kind of needed a better opportunity that was gonna like pay me a little bit more. And I'd been around Respawn, like not working obviously, but like known about Respawn for a long time. I'm really good friends with someone who used to like work here, and he kind of introduced me, and like just went from there. I ended up getting the job, and that's that. But I didn't like plan to do social media, nor do I like. Again, I don't really like social media
Yeah,
in general, but obviously it's a super powerful tool, especially for content creators to promote themselves and network and things like that. So
yeah. Cool, cool, cool. So, um, do you do anything outside of being a social media manager? Do you still coach? Like, do you coach or anything, or like, what do you do outside of that?
yeah, so I was like the season's over now, but I was coaching at my alma mater,
Oh, cool.
football, coaching football. Yeah, so I helped out there. I was doing obviously the socials and stuff, and then certain hours of the day I would go and do practice and games and things like that.
Cool, cool, cool. So, what do you think is gonna be the best part about Respawn Invitational? I know we had recruits, so you kind of know some of the people that are gonna be in there. So, what do you think is gonna be? Are we gonna kind of do like a different direction, or is it gonna kind of be a mix of everything from recruits and new stuff?
Yeah, it'll be not the exact same, obviously, but like the same general format, cuts on a weekly basis. There's going to be challenges, things like that, collaborative, like pushing for people to collaborate with each other and help grow each other. I think a high tide raises all ships, and I think if everyone was more focused on just being a good like person in general, then everyone would be able to succeed. But people have this mentality that like, no, this person's doing good, so I can't do good. Like that's not the case, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm most looking forward to is there's a lot of new faces. Like we obviously have a lot of people that are returning that I'm super excited for all 100. Um, or I guess 99 as of right now. But whoever the 100th is is
Yeah.
is awesome. So um, just excited to see like all the new faces and kind of who likes to be here in the community. And like my favorite thing of the last one was like just so many people saying like how the competition was able to like help them get out of their shell and meet a lot of new people and make friends and relationships that will long outlast anything else. So that's like my favorite part about it.
Yeah, coming from experience, I can 100% say that's accurate. I met so many amazing people like Kate, Ken, Frosty, all of them, even the people that we got partnered with. We still talk, and I think the best part about it was, definitely the collab part. Just trying to think of things to do with people that you never collabed with before. So like the
Yeah.
Breakfast Club thing was cool for us. The like mental health thing, and then like seeing what everybody else did, like the respawn Avengers and stuff like that was cool. So I definitely agree with you, Len. That is, I can't wait to see everybody collab. I can't wait to see what kind of different things with the new people coming in they bring to the table too, because we don't. There's so many people that we were announcing. I'm like, I don't even know who this is. Like, I'm gonna have to do
Yeah.
my research on them and stuff like that. So,
Yeah,
uh,
exactly. I mean, it's just cool to get like everybody like you shine a light on all these like 100 amazing people and like everyone gets to know who they are like you said, and it's I don't know. That's what the main goal of recruits is. It's not necessarily to push respawn, it's to shine a light on creators and promote creators. Like that is the driving force, and then respawn just happens to have a light shined on it because we're the ones promoting these people, but
yeah,
it's really for the creators.
absolutely. So what would you say? It'll be a two-part question. What would you say your favorite part of recruits was since the first time it's come back, and then what was your like least favorite? I'm assuming trying to do the cuts was probably your least favorite because I'm sure it got harder as the time went on. But
Yeah, that's definitely my least favorite, and I'll touch on that like after. But my favorite thing was I think what I just mentioned, like just hearing the stories about people that like, I mean, like mental health is like obviously like a real thing, especially in the creator side when you're so focused on like trying to grow as a creator. It's very like mentally exhausting and stuff. So just like having that platform for people to like work together, talk to each other, know that they're not alone in feeling that certain way and that it's okay, and that people like you're still amazing and people support you. The inverse side, like the part that I didn't like was cutting people because then people think like I suck,
yeah,
I'm not good enough, which is not the case. Like if like I had this going in on the very first cut, I was like super stressed because I was like it's only been a week, technically 2 weeks at the time. And like I haven't like I don't really know everybody yet. So it's like I might be cutting someone here that I didn't get a chance to see yet, like or like not that I didn't get to see them, but like I didn't get to see them for 6 weeks, like working and like getting to know them. Um, so it's like I could be making mistakes here, and I was like, after this, it'll be so much easier because there will be people that clearly stand out, and then it'll be like easier cuts. And that was just so far from true. There were so many like amazing creators, like hundreds of people, that it got harder and harder and harder and harder. And I was like, like there was a point where I was like, dude, like I wanted to sign the entire top 25
yeah.
because I was like, that makes it easier for me. Everyone here deserves it. Like, so it was that part is stressful. People asking like, "Hey, like, what can I do better? Like, what do I need?" And it's like, I, I don't, I can't tell you. There's only like so many slots that can
Yeah.
be filled. It's not like you did anything wrong per se. So I don't know. That's my least favorite part about it.
Yeah, I feel like the partners helped you a lot too. That were
Oh,
kind of
100%.
because you had more eyes on everybody, and I feel like I'm gonna say this now for anybody that's watching. If you are doing the invitational, do not be afraid to reach out to partners. So many people reach out to partners just to get a little bit of advice. What do you guys? I know you guys are watching. Is there anything I'm doing wrong, or like what can I do to improve, rather than just asking, hey, are you watching? Be like, hey, I'm doing this. Should I be doing this? Like things like that. We're not here to hold you guys back. We're here to help you guys. And
Yeah,
I asked so many partners, so like Phoenix, Hydrated. I even you. I came to you and you were my coach for say for that one challenge. I was like, yo, what can I do to improve? And everybody was just so helpful. And I feel like that'll be a big thing for everybody coming into the invitational. Is just don't be afraid to ask the partners.
yeah, 100%. There's like this misconception, or might not be a misconception, but people like think that I'm doing it like all myself, and like while I am doing a lot of the heavy lifting, like there's no way we could have done recruits without the help of the partners like
Yeah.
last year, like at all. Like they were super critical in helping me. Like you said, it's extra sets of eyes. Like hey, like I saw this, like I saw this. This was cool content. Like just things like that where it kind of helps me and I'm able to take in more because there's more people like looking out.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it'll be even easier now because there's only 100 people and you got more eyes. So I would say
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say I feel like that was probably the biggest thing is you only had like 4 or 5 partners in you, but 750 people. So it was like trying to keep an eye on everybody is like you said, it was hard because you probably cut people that you didn't probably catch, but they were probably good. And I feel like it would have just been hard to try to watch everybody, even with the partners' help.
yeah, and that's why we did like the things where it's like, hey, like anybody can come back, like it's never over. Like make mistakes, like hey, maybe someone had a bad week, they were like sick for that week and they didn't
Yeah.
upload, but then they get a chance to come back and they went hard. There's people that were cut that are partners now. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I saw a lot of that. I saw a lot of mental health taking a toll on a lot of people throughout of it too, which is like you
yeah,
said, the big thing too, because everybody's trying to push out as much as they can and do everything in one day and things like that. And it's like, yeah, you want to do that, but you also want to not overdo it. Like,
100%.
like Sith posting his 100 links in the channel. I was like, Sith, we love you, but you don't need to post all 100 links in the channel.
Yeah, I mean he's going crazy, but that's the thing. Like there, people compare themselves and they'll see like oh, Sith just put out another video and a video today, and people are like, I need to match that standard in order for me to like validate myself as a creator, and that's just not the case because everyone works at different paces and speeds. Some people have like other things going on in life that prohibits them from working like on the content side of things. Like stuff happens, so it's like you don't need to burn yourself out by going 1,000%. Like just do what you can do, be consistent, like even if it means posting less. Like you come up with like, hey, I'm going to have long form videos out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm gonna have shorts sprinkled in, and I'm gonna stream twice a week. Like things like that, where it's like you're setting yourself like guidelines. It's not like, hey, I'm going with this expectation that I'm going to stream every single day, and get a video out every day, and get 3 shorts out like it's unhealthy. It's
Yeah.
not going to be sustainable in the long term. So like you're just kind of fucking yourself over. Like honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think most people have honestly learned a lot from that too, especially people coming back to the invitational. I've talked to a couple people and they're like, I'm going to stream these 2 3 days, but and then I'm going to post the content that I like clips and stuff when I'm not streaming. I was like, yeah. I was like, honestly, that's what I did. I was like, I worked Monday or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and on those days I was posting clips. I was posting my YouTube videos. Like I was posting my podcast videos every Thursday because I had something to at least cover while I wasn't streaming. So you guys still at least got something from me. So that's like some of the advice I'm giving people now that are asking me. So
Yeah. I just think, and it's like super individualized. So like whatever works for somebody might not work for someone else. So people just need to kind of fine tune and craft like what works best for them, fits into their schedule as best as they can without like stressing themselves out. Because it really isn't like, obviously the more you post, the more likely it is that something is like gets, I don't want to say viral, but like gets like, hits it off.
yeah,
Um, but like if you can't maintain it, then there's no point in doing it. So I just think there's like this big like mental thing that's like I need to post every day, and you don't, like honestly.
yeah,
Just be consistent in your content and whatever that is. Like just be consistent in your schedule and stuff. That is more valuable to me than posting every single day, personally.
right. Yeah, I agree. I like that's why I love Respawn. And I'm not just saying that because I'm part, but like that week you gave everybody off, I feel
Yeah.
like kind of took everybody back and was like, wait, they're giving us a week off to not do anything, and everybody was so
Yeah.
confused on what you guys were doing. But I was like, this is honestly awesome because now you can actually plan out for the next week. You can have
Yeah.
all this content from this week and just use it for next week. I was like, that's
Yeah.
find things to
I mean,
work on.
it wasn't like that was like scheduled either. Like that wasn't part of the plan. That was just like we had seen a bunch of tweets of people being or like showing signs of being burnt out, like talking about like how like they're like tired and this and that. And it's like we kind of had to. Like it again, it's not like it's like this is like, hey, it's for Respawn and you guys are just like shuttling like the numbers to us. Like that's not how it is. It's like it's for the creators. It will remain to be for the creators. So it's like that was for y'all. And I need a break too.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, it helped. I feel like it helped people get ahead too, because then they weren't stressing out. There were some people that actually took a break, didn't stream the whole week, didn't post anything the whole week, and they just needed it. I was like, that's awesome. This is amazing. amazing company. Everybody said the same thing. Everybody that was with, they're like, this is why we love Respawn, because they actually care about creators. They're here for us. They're not. They understand it's a recruitment challenge, but they're not trying to have us kill each other. You know, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something that I really try to do really well is like balance like that line between like this is a competition and this is like a team, like you're with a team here, you know? Because
yep,
like to me it's awesome when people get like cut or eliminated and they're like still happy for everyone else that got through because it just shows that like you can both be successful, you know?
yeah.
Like you might not have made the partner, but this person did, you're happy for them, someone you worked with, like I don't know. To me, that's the coolest part is just seeing everybody interact and like grow friendships and stuff. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like that's another big thing we can kind of tell the new people coming into is like even if you do get cut, supporting is the number one thing. Like that's mostly what this is about is connections and friendships and it's not a cutthroat competition. Like you're not going after each other. I know
Yeah,
everybody wants that spot, but it's if you're not supporting one another, it's not gonna look good. So I mean, even if you're cut, support no matter what. It's just the easiest thing.
yeah. And it's not like I don't like fake support, you
Yeah.
know, just like you don't even know this person and you're just like blah, 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 but like actually take the time to make a connection with this person. Like you never know like what kind of doors that could open. Like it could become a great friend. Like actually when you are supporting people, like actually try to get to know them and like build a relationship with them. I think that's the best way because then like you're genuinely happy for these people. It's not just like a oh hey congrats. Like it's like you're genuinely happy for this person because you like them. You took the time to get to know them and you like them. You know.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. So what is some advice? I know we just kind of touched on a little bit of it, but what is some other advice you would give to the new people coming in that have never done a respawn recruits or an invitational or anything like that?
yeah, I mean the number one thing is always just be yourself. Like don't again like don't fake who you are for anything because like eventually the way the internet is like you're not going to be that fake person all the time and you're going to like start to slip out your real self, so just be your real self, like be authentic and yeah, spread love. I mean, we touched on it a lot, but be yourself, be consistent, spread love to each other, like actual genuine love, like try to be a good person. Like we really don't have a lot of guidelines on our partnership. It's
Yeah,
like one of the headlines is like just be your good authentic self, you know?
yeah,
So it's really what we're looking for.
yeah. And like I said, I still have to check on a couple people, but I feel like this is gonna be a great invitational. Like I feel it's gonna be hard from first cut to last cut. I feel like as soon as we start this, it's just gonna be everybody going nuts. The content's gonna be crazy. So I'm excited. I feel like it's gonna be
Yeah.
great just because there's only 100. So
Yeah, I'm super excited for that like limited pool as well because I can keep tabs on 100 people. Like these are the only 100 people. Like I can really lock this in like from the jump. I don't know. I'm super excited for it.
me too, me too. And I love to see everybody else getting excited for it too. You know, I saw Hellfire came back. I'm very excited about that. I'm glad he,
Yeah.
decided to come back and join the invitational. Um, what else do I have? Do you have any questions for me before we go any farther? A little bit.
Um yeah, so what was your favorite challenge from recruits?
My favorite challenge. I would have to say my favorite challenge. I think I have two, and they're kind of back to back. Is that both collab weeks when I had to collab with as many people as possible, and then the group stage. Just collabing with so many different people. Like I collabed with I think like 10 different people, and we played different games each time, and just getting to know them and their kind of I guess genre of gameplay because most of them were like some would play horror, some would be BR, things like that. So just getting to know them and their element was kind of cool. And like now we're like gaming and stuff off even after recruits playing those games still like Exo Primal things like that. So
Yeah.
and then the definitely doing like the Breakfast Club video and stuff was cool because now we still have our own little group chat called the Breakfast Club and stuff, so we're still hanging out, vibing. But yeah, those two were probably my favorite if I had to pick.
Yeah. I think I'm right there with you. I love like seeing the collaboration. Like you see these like personalities like mesh or and like work together. I don't know. I find that to be the best part, the most like fun for me to watch the content is when people are like collaborating with each other.
Yeah. And I think you guys picked a bunch of good groups because it wasn't all like-minded people, but they were at the same time. Like everybody had their own little thing they wanted to do, but they combined it so well. Like me and you got Kate, who's a little giddy and stuff, so she was really good to do the girl falling on the ground and stuff like that. But then she was also the one that came up with the clothing video to throw it to each other and stuff like that. So I think just having different people in a group like that is kind of unlocks more things, like opens up
Yeah.
the mind more with everybody collabing and stuff. And I will say, honestly, the last three challenges I think would probably be my favorite. Like the one where you were like the partners were the coaches, and then all the collabs were probably all my favorites, just because I got to play with so many different people. Us just vibing out on Rocket League and Among Us and things
Yeah.
like that. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, and to what you said, it's like you have these different elements. Like certain creator might be really good at this, someone else is really like this genre and this, and the way that they like come together in the middle and make like this like unique, awesome piece of content. Like there was so much cool shit that came out of like
Yeah,
all of these things. So I don't know, super
yeah,
excited. We
yeah,
have it seems crazy. It's only what is it, less than 2 weeks away?
yeah,
Yeah, a week and a half away. Whew.
yeah. And I know there's gonna be pitchforks at the door, but it's because everybody's waiting for this poll to go up.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. That that will go up. I wanted to do it on Saturday, didn't do it. I had something happen in my personal life, but it's fine, not a big deal. And I was gonna do it today, but honestly, I think I'll wait till tomorrow. Today's a holiday. I feel like tomorrow, Tuesday, is the move.
all right, there you go, chat. You heard it here first. Tomorrow the poll will go up. Heard it here first. Two player. We had a really fun Among Us stream with all recruits. I think we had like 15 of us in there. Yeah. I'll never forget our Among Us stream when fucking Jimmy came out of the vent and he thought he could kill me. And just seeing like two players side of it was hilarious. It was so fun. All right. So to keep kind of going along the lines of motivation, is there like a motivational quote or motivational like lyric or something that kind of gets you through day by day or anything like that?
Mm, motivational lyric.
Lyric could be a lyric or quote.
Dude, honestly, you might have stumped me on this. Like nothing is popping up in the top of my head. Um, I mean, I guess it would just be kind of like that not a monologue, but like the answer to my initial question, like the like sacrifice the short term for the long term. I don't know. There's probably a quote out there somewhere that
Yeah.
is something like that, but
Yeah, I feel that.
I'm trying to think. Dude, the amount of music I listen to, you would think I would have 15 off the top of my head.
Same, but yeah, I use music more than anything kind of for my motivation. Like there's even like slow songs that I listen to at the gym, and people like look at me and they're like, why? I was like, it just has meaning to me that I listen to
Yeah.
it for a reason, It's not because
Yeah.
it pumps me up, but it's something that hits my brain, and it's like, yeah, now I got to push harder because something happened in my life that pissed me off or made me sad, and I
Yeah.
got to go for it.
Yeah, you don't like people also think like you're in the gym lifting, like you have to be blasting like this heavy metal, like like super loud. Like that's like not. You can vibe out to whatever. There's like soft stuff that I listen to that I just like
Yeah,
to like chill and like I can be in the right mind state and just like vibe
yeah,
out. But I
absolutely.
don't know. Who's your favorite gym? Like what's on your gym playlist?
I would say there's three songs that get me like to push my hardest, and it's My Name Is by or My Name by From Ashes to New, Monster Me by From Ashes to New, and then Animals by Magnolia Park.
Interesting. The one song that like sticks out to me is like my like gym hype up song is Dreams and Nightmare by Meek Mill.
I
Like
have that on my playlist too.
I don't know why that just reminds me of like high school like football practice, like being in the locker room, like in the gym, like getting ready to lift and stuff. So
Yeah,
that's probably my one of my songs that motivates me. Just gets me like in a, like you said, it just hits the brain a certain way.
yeah. Especially when he starts to like pick up towards the second verse or like the third verse when it starts to get heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have that on there
Oh
from
my, wait a minute.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
dude, that part. I'm like,
Yeah, you're just
uh,
bouncing in the gym, getting ready to
yeah,
go.
I'm
You're just like this.
going crazy, like jittering, didn't take any pre out.
Yeah, I have that on my playlist too. Only, and I mean, I like the song, but I only have it on there because that's what the Eagles used when they won the Super Bowl. So that's like that hits home.
Yeah, true, true. Meek Mill, Philly.
They got their
Oh
one ring
man.
with that song. I'll take it.
I'm waiting on mine. I'm waiting on
Good
my
old
Dolphins,
Dolphins.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll
need
get
it.
there.
I need it.
They'll get there. I believe.
I thought this was the year, man. Fuck.
2 player wants to know what kind of music do you guys like? They like heavy metal and old school rap. I can go with old school rap. I'm down with that.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to pretty much everything. The only thing like I really don't listen to like on my own, and again, I would listen to
Chat,
anything
you could
is
ask your questions
like
now.
screamo, like heavy screamo. Like I'm cool with like metal. I'm cool with like rock, rap. I mostly listen to rap, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I listen to pretty much anything.
yeah, I
Sometimes
agree.
just like
I don't
left
I
beat.
don't like screamo to the point where I can't understand what they're saying. Like if the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
song is just them yelling and not saying any words. Like I think it's like War or something. Isn't that one band that like screams the whole time?
Dude, I have no
That's what I was
idea.
like. I'd rather be able to listen to the words and kind of resonate with the words and the music rather than just hearing them scream.
Yeah, I mean that's like a big part of music to me is like lyricism. Like when I say listen to rap, like I don't really listen to like trap rap. I
Yeah,
listen to like lyrical stuff that has like actually like some content to it. Um, is like what I prefer. It just like when music that like kind of makes me like think a little bit,
yeah,
like almost like introspective like rap. I don't know.
yeah. I feel that. Kate wants to know what are the most helpful resources that have helped with them being a part of Respawn and doing social media things.
Resources, Kate, you mean resources like that I use or
Yeah,
because I
Kate.
mean I don't use anything where it's like a central hub to cross post to platforms or anything like that. I mean I really only use like Photoshop and Premiere, honestly. That's probably a shitty answer for what you were expecting, but
Nah,
that is the honest truth.
Photoshop and Premiere, Kate. There you go.
I'm sorry. I wish that was a better answer.
So, so do you have? Is it mostly just you that kind of does all of social media, or are they like trying to get more people in to kind of help you out, or is it just mostly chill for right now?
It is just me on the Twitter. We did just get somebody that's going to be posting on Instagram and stuff like that, but outside of that, no, it's just myself.
Cool, cool,
And
cool.
obviously the partners, like I said, we're a team.
Yeah,
Like you guys help me out a lot more than you probably realize.
yeah. Well, we appreciate you, teammate.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, if you do not have any more questions for me, I don't think I have anything else for you. This was fun. Um,
You're letting me go? That's I'm free?
you're free. I swear. That's all I got. I don't have any other
Oh
questions. You
wow.
kind of answered everything. I don't.
Oh, that's my bad.
As long as chat doesn't have any more questions, we're chilling, man. All right. Here, I'll ask you this while we wait and see if chat has any more questions. How you think the Dolphins are gonna do next year?
Dude, I mean if we can stay healthy, I think we can beat any team. It's just like will we show up in those big games?
Yeah.
I think the league in general is just like so competitive. Like there are so many teams that are good. So
Yeah.
it's like
Especially your division. I
anybody.
think with Aaron Rodgers coming back, your division just probably gonna get a little harder too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Jets were good even with Zach Wilson. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I felt so bad. Like, obviously, I'm a Dolphins fan, and people were like, "Oh, you probably hate the Jets and the Bills and the." It's like, nah. Like, I just want to see good football. Like, if the Jets are good, then that just means we have to be better. Because like, if we can't beat them, then we're not going to win the Super Bowl. So what does it matter? You
Yeah.
know? So like, so I don't know. I was super upset when Aaron Rodgers got hurt.
Yeah.
Like I just felt like shit. I was like, I have one of my really good friends is like a huge Jets fan, and I was just like, oh, dude, I feel like so devastated. He was probably so hyped,
Yeah.
like, and then the first drive of the game, it's done.
I would
Like,
say
ugh.
what even Elder was like as soon as this happened, I was like, no, Elder, no. Kate wants to know what
That's,
is your best game? Do you mean favorite game to play, Kate? I guess favorite game to play.
I mean, I can rattle off a list of mine. Minecraft is obviously Minecraft is the best game of all time, in my opinion. Just like the amount of stuff that you can do, the replayability of it is
Yeah,
insane. Um, I play a lot of COD, Rocket League, was playing League of Legends, dabbled in Valorant, Pokemon. It's like my it's one of my favorites like ever. Skyrim is my favorite game of all time. So I don't know. I'll rattle off some of those. Fortnite is obviously goated.
Yeah. Chad, he's actually cracked at Rocket League. Don't let him fool you. He told us he's not that
I'm not.
good. He's gonna say it again. He's gonna say he's not that good, but he scored every goal. We played that.
No, I'm not that good. I'm above average, but I'm not that good. I think for most games, I'm like just slightly above average, but I'm not great. You know.
I am horrible at it. I literally logged on the other day just to get the Limitless skin and then logged off.
Nice. Nah, I played like last night and I'm not gonna lie, I hadn't played in like a long time, and I was like, wow, I actually feel really good right now. I was going hard. So
Nice,
I don't
nice.
know. I get the skills are coming back. They're leaking into my fingers.
The hands are getting better. The hands are getting better.
Yeah.
Chris wants to know where you are hoping to take the social media portion of Respawn. Are you looking to blaze a trail within that aspect?
Yeah, I mean, always in anything you do, you should be looking to like blaze a trail. So for us, like my main thing is like I want to show, and even if it's not like to creators, like it's like other, I want to show other brands that like you don't need to be here's this, buy this, boom, 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 like shilling stuff everywhere. Like actually build a community and like let people get to know you and like want to be there and collaborate with people. And that's really what my main thing is. I mean, I touched about it on a post on my account like a while ago that was like about like lack of commission and stuff. And I kind of just said like if you know, if your favorite brands don't realize why people are doing this for free, quote quote, then they need to like see like that it actually when you actually give a shit about someone, they want to be there. I don't know, because like I don't ever ask anybody to, hey, I need a code, like I need you to promote your code, I need you to do
Yeah.
this. I don't think I've literally ever asked anyone to push anything. So yeah, it's because they want to be here and because we actually care. So
Yeah, I think I think as of right now, with all these new brands and companies popping up, I could see why people are the way they are. Like, I feel like most people think, I want to be the first person affiliated with this new company, and then, I'm gonna push my code, and they're gonna have me do this and blah blah blah. But they don't actually get to know the people that are within their affiliation. Like, they just affiliate
yeah,
everybody, and they're just throwing codes to anybody that signs up left and right, but they don't actually see them, and then they're
yeah,
backtracking on some codes. It's like, this is what are you doing? Like, I get you're a new
yeah.
company and you want to get people, but that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, I mean, obviously, the more people, like, if every single person had a respawn code, then like obviously it's more likely that we'll sell more chairs.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just doesn't. It's that unauthentic. Like, will there be a time in the future where we have like traditional market, like affiliate marketing, where it's like, hey, we're gonna, pay this athlete to have a code that's live for a week and like whatever, like possibly, but like in the actual like partnership side of things, like things that like with the creators that go through recruits or that we end up signing and all this stuff, like actually want to get to know them and like want to support them and help them grow. And there's still a long way for us to go on our side. I mean, people see the name Respawn and they have this assumption that it is like a massive company, because it was like
Yeah.
pretty big, but they forget that like there was a 6 month period where Respawn was dead. So we're just kind of like it's pretty much like we're in the first year of rebuilding a company. So people see like, oh, 85,000 followers, like they have like 15 people working. It's like it's really not like that right now. So we're
Yeah.
still in a growth stage where we want to get to a lot of places. Like one of my number one goals is to get you guys paid. Like that's like a big thing. But it wouldn't be right if we're like, yeah, we're gonna throw you guys all this money, blah blah blah, and then we don't make enough money where we have to start pulling money from you, or we
Yep.
have to like be late, like things like that. Like that won't happen. We're not gonna offer something and then have to take it back. Like that just won't happen. So growing at a sustainable pace where it's like we will get to a point where we're able to do commission based things, like things like that are like still in this growth period that people don't really realize because the name Respawn is bigger than
What it
what
is
Respawn
now, right? Yeah.
is right now, and it'll grow back to like that size, but it's It's just it takes time. People are very impatient. They assume that respawn is like this massive thing, and
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Because I was when I first did recruits, that's when it was big back in the day. Because there was like 1,500 people that were due recruits, and I was like, I could not imagine trying to keep an eye on 1,500 people. Like,
nah, you legitimately like. I feel like you can't successfully like, dude. I'm telling you, I would have like 8 tabs like open, like 4 on each screen, like one in each corner on
yeah,
both my screens, like watching videos in 2x speed, like literally like I don't know. And that was we only had like less than 500 people that entered, you know.
yeah,
So it's hard to like. There's just mathematically not enough time if you guys upload 15 hours of content per day. Like, how can I watch 15 hours of content
yeah,
per, you know, like so.
yeah. I agree. Kate wants to know if money wasn't an issue, where is one place you'd want to travel, and what would you do there?
I've been to Thailand. I really do want to go back. But I will say I would go to Japan. And I don't know, just something about like the culture there. Like everyone's like seemingly like very hardworking, respectful, polite. Like I don't know, something really cool about Japan that I just got to go see for myself.
Yeah. I think I'd choose Japan too, just because they have like all that Nintendo stuff, like Nintendo World and things like that. I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah,
that'd be dope
exactly.
as shit.
Yeah, and I'm like a huge nerd, so it's like it's perfect. So,
Just go Mario Kart, actual Mario Kart there.
dude, I would. That's what I'm saying.
What NFL team do you hate the most, and why is it the Eagles? Chris, he's a Dolphins fan. He doesn't hate the Eagles.
Let's see. I'll actually come up with an answer here. Who do I hate? The Chiefs is an easy answer just because they're so good right now, and it's like and they're annoyingly good. But I won't throw them. Hmm. What team do I hate?
Mine's easy. It's the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys.
See, I don't really hate any teams. Let me see. I'm gonna say Chiefs for now. I'm gonna think about this in the back, and I might interject and change it. But I'm gonna say Chiefs
Yeah,
for now,
I
just
feel.
because they're too good.
I was gonna
Let
say
somebody else win.
The Chiefs are basically the Patriots of this decade, and it's annoying.
Yeah, exactly. It's just unnecessary.
Like, we don't need you to win that much. Like, it's boring. Like, that's one thing I will say about sports is like I hate when the same teams are in the championship. Like,
Yeah,
I want
people like
different
parity.
ones. Right.
Yeah, people like parity. I would have loved if the Ravens Lions were in the Super Bowl. That to me was like a dream matchup. Like
Yep.
both team, whoever wins, I'm gonna be like so hype. I love Lamar, he's my guy. And the Lions team is just so exciting and like they're like so young and like people still like overlook them. Like I don't know. That would have
Yeah.
been freaking awesome.
Even if the Packers made it too, like the Packers came on strong towards the end there. Like they came out of nowhere in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah, they went crazy. Like that's the thing. You get into the playoffs and anything can happen.
Yeah.
Like all you got to do every single one of those teams is good. Like obviously there's going to be favorites in each matchup, but like whoever comes out on that day, on that Saturday or Sunday, and wins, like doesn't matter if you were the best team on the other side, you went home. Like
Yeah.
that's just how it is. So I don't know, it's exciting. I really don't think I hate any teams.
See, I don't hate I hate the Cowboys fans. Like I hate Cowboys fans. I don't hate the team. It's
Yeah,
just Cowboys fans don't know how to shut up. And
I
then the
genuinely can't
Niners are
think
kind of growing on me too. They're
they're
getting to the
growing on,
hate.
on your bad side.
Yeah, they're growing on the bad side.
That's tough.
I don't think I
See,
hate any AFC teams though. Like
that's
you
what
said,
I'm thinking, like Broncos. Yeah, I don't hate anyone in the West. I don't hate. I would have to be an AFC East team if I hated somebody. I guess it would be the Jets just for the meme, but like I don't even hate them.
yeah. Like I don't hate any AFC team, but like if I was I think I like the Texans. I think the Texans are going to come out stronger next year than they did this year.
Yeah, that was an awesome story too. Like rookie head coach, rookie quarterback.
Yeah. And to win back to both rookie awards,
Yeah,
defensive and offensive, like you just
yeah,
get him some weapons and fucking CJ Stroud's going to go off.
yeah.
And it's
And I
funny
just
because
love
Ohio State
I
never
love
has
that.
good quarterbacks.
I just love the way that he presents himself and the way he answers questions. He's super humble and respectful. Like he's just seems like a really good kid. So
Yeah. And like I'm a Penn State fan, so I'm not trying to say this out of hate, but like I feel like Ohio State just doesn't produce quarterbacks. Like they're great in college, but as soon as they
yeah,
come to the NFL, they're nothing.
I don't know. I like Justin Fields. We'll see.
Well, yeah, get him some weapon. Like
Yeah,
him and C.J. Stroud are the only two we could really talk about right now. Like
yeah. I'm trying to think of
Cardale
who else went
Jones
up
didn't do
last year.
good.
Yeah,
Terrell Pryor went from quarterback to wide receiver. Like,
yeah. Dude, I think he had like 1,000-yard receiving season.
yeah, he did.
This
And,
is crazy.
but like as a quarterback, they're just not. They don't produce as quarterbacks. And
Yeah,
like I feel bad for Fields because he just didn't have anybody the last 4 years around him.
yeah. I mean, a lot of it's like it just seems like the coaching is just so like ridiculous. I mean, it's like when D-Flo was on the Dolphins, and it seemed like he was like trying to make Tua do bad. Like
Yeah,
it's like not enabling your players. Like Justin Fields is a super dynamic, like elite rushing quarterback,
yeah.
and like has an arm too. Like work with him. Stop trying to like disable what he does. I mean, I think he had like press conferences where he was like, I don't know, like they're calling these like plays. I don't know what to tell you. Like I
Yeah.
it's not up to me. Like so I don't just let the kid be great.
I was gonna say that's
Give him
kind of
some
how I
weapons.
feel about Jalen Hurts this year with Brian Johnson. Like you go to the Super Bowl one year, and then the next year the offensive like everything just kind of changed with the new offensive coordinator, and he just didn't seem like the Jalen Hurts of the year before. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I feel
What
like
are your thoughts on Sirianni?
I think he's good. I don't think it was him. I feel like he probably should have stepped in and took over play calling to see, what the difference would have been. But I do like the new hires we'd have. Like our defense is gonna be great now. Sorry to your defense, but
Nah,
we took your
it's
boy
okay.
Vic.
That's okay. That's okay. I
but
didn't want him anyways. I didn't want him anyway.
but yeah, I feel like we got two good hires. I know Kellen Moore did a lot of good things in Dallas.
Yeah.
I don't think it was him that was the issue. I think it's Dak there. I think Dak can't win the big game. That's just my opinion. I don't think that's on McCarthy. I don't think it's on anybody but Dak. Because Tony Romo was the
Dang.
same way. Neither
Yeah,
one could
yeah,
win
yeah.
the big game. So, but yeah, I'm excited for next season. But now,
The Dallas.
right now, I'm excited for March Madness. I'm a college basketball guy.
Is Penn State in the tourney?
I don't think they did like the championship stuff yet. I think they're still like working towards it. I don't think it starts until like the second week of March or something.
I mean, I root for UM and UCF and the bracket, obviously, but I mean, I like Kansas. Like,
Yeah.
I really like all the basketball schools. Like, I enjoy the tournament.
Yeah, college basketball is just so much better than like I think college sports in general. I feel like everybody wants it more than like
Yeah,
NFL. You know what I mean? Like you see them playing these March Madness games, and you have 12 seeds beating 2 seeds, and
yeah,
everybody's going nuts, and like it's just like the energy is so much better.
yeah. I mean, any playoff scenario, like March Madness is like near the top for me. Like the World Cup is up there, but March Madness is like really close to like one of my favorite sporting events.
Yeah,
It's just so like, I mean, there's so many. How many teams is it total?
I think it's 64.
64, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. So it's like 64 teams. Like a lot of them are super big underdogs. You always have somebody every year that makes like a crazy run.
yeah,
It's like it's so exciting. It's like you have games every single like second of the day, pretty much. Like especially in the beginning, it's like you
yeah.
got 9 games at once. Like you can pick your poison. People that are like gambling or like having a field day. I'm sure
Oh
there's
yeah,
so
I do so
so
many
many
block
people.
pools during March Madness just to try to win.
Yeah,
Like,
why not? Dude, I don't know. I love it. Maybe we'll do a little bracket, a little respawn bracket.
oh, that'd be sick. I do a
And
bracket
if
every year anyway, but I do it by points so that way because nobody's ever gonna have a perfect bracket. So, but I
yeah,
do it
yeah,
by
yeah.
points. I think that'd be cool. I'm in. I'd be in for that.
I mean, every year I have this like this thought in my mind that's like, oh, this is the year that like this bracket is perfect.
Yeah.
Like it's like this looks like this is how it should go. And then I think it was the first game of last year, my bracket was busted, and I was like,
Well.
like the first game that ended, I was like, I was already done. I was like, wow, that's
Yeah.
tough, man. But it is what it is.
Yeah. And I will say this for anybody watching: the one good thing about March Madness is you don't need to know anything about basketball. My
Yeah,
girlfriend won our league though, or like won our bracket the one time just by picking names that sounded cool. Dead ass. I wish I was joking. She just picked names that sounded cool and won the league, or won the bracket.
that's all you got to do. I mean, you might just go on TikTok and it's like the dog that like shoots like basketballs
Yeah.
into like picking a team. Dude, just do whatever you want. Just it's so random anyways. Like
Yeah,
you have just as good of a chance to win if you completely like Christmas tree it then.
absolutely. Absolutely. All right, man. Well, Chad, if you don't have any more questions, I do not have any more questions. If you do not have any more questions for me, I think we are good.
I'm good. I appreciate you. I appreciate you having me on. Happy belated birthday again.
Thank you. Thank you. You got my message about the winner, right?
Yes,
All right, cool.
I'm going to reach out tomorrow
All right.
with a code if you can just send me their at.
All right. I will. All right. Yeah, I got you. All right, chat. That'll do it for us. Tyler, I hope you have a great rest of your Monday, man. Thank you so
You as
much for
well.
coming on, brother. Hope you
Yeah.
guys have a great rest of your day.
Hey,
And
fins up, fins the fuck up, chat.
Let's go.
all right, brother. Peace. Thank you so much.
Peace, brother.